King's A&E. Lovely. Cheers, bye.
Adult trauma call, 8 minutes. Adult trauma call, 8 minutes.
I've got an unconscious gentleman he has severe traumatic brain injury.
King's College Hospital, London.
I think something hurt.
One of the busiest A&E departments in the country.
They're a bit busy right now. Yeah, 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
King's is extreme, isn't it? Come on.
A place where love, life, and death unfold every single day.
Fall from a tree. It's probably absolutely trolleyed.
I'm very drunk.
I just keep thinking, how am I going to cope?
All the patients you're about to see were treated in one department in just one 24-hour period.
Camino. Everyone should walk through an emergency room at least once in their life because it makes you realise what your priorities are. It's not the rush, rush, rush and the money, money, money. It's the people you love and the fact that 1 minute they might be there and 1 minute they might be gone.
King's A&E has more than 200 permanent employees. Around 60 are non-medical. Staff who work behind the scenes to keep the department functioning 24 hours a day.
Good morning, King's A&E.
From porters to receptionists, cleaners to security guards.
My name's Finton McCarthy. I'm the ward clerk come support worker in the emergency department. Because he's saying that he wants a black top that had Adidas on it. Now, that one doesn't have Adidas on, but we have a black top here.
Finton oversees the stationery and clerical needs of the department.
There, Adidas.
He's also responsible for lost property.
I haven't had a good look, but yes. Oh, God. It's really, really heart-rending when you can't get property back to people. You take it home with you, unfortunately, you know, and it's upsetting. But that's the kind of thing where you've got it back to somebody and you see the smiles on their faces and they're happy to get it back. That's the best feeling in the world, yeah. Well, if this is not his and he comes down, you know, he's going to be really annoyed.
I know.
It is a very responsible job, I mean, because it's just a ward clerk job, but another aspect of it is keeping an eye on trolleys, because the trolleys that patients get wheeled around on will get broken and need to be repaired, and I have to report all those kind of repairs on trolleys. What's wrong with this one again? This bed?
That one, it ain't going up at all.
Won't go up and down, yeah? OK. Sounds like a trivial little thing, but it's all important and it makes a difference. Excellent, thanks for that, Gogan. Thanks, mate. Excellent, eh? That's that sorted, that's that sorted.
Well, the cylinders have been done. I've ordered them. That's a good thing. Everything's going to plan. But I still don't like Mondays.
Ain't that bad, really, in here, considering it's a massive hospital, like for the...
It's only Monday, isn't it? Monday morning.
Yeah, normally it's packed, isn't it?
Yeah.
After the weekend things.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. True.
Mondays are very busy. We don't use the Q-U-I-E-T word in the department, ever. As a little sort of superstition, we tend not to use that word, and everybody's, oh, don't use the Q word. Oh, no. Look.
Could Dr. Oliver please call
They're all jammed inside.
Majors, Jackie speaking. Basically, the emergency department is a 24-hour open front door. You can't control what comes through the front. The gates are always open.
Adult trauma red phone in 4 minutes. Adult trauma red phone in 4 minutes.
4 minutes? Yeah.
It's filling up though, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, Sharon. It's just number 5, love, please.
It can go from having just 3 patients to then, in the space of 20 minutes, those 3 patients turning into 7 patients. Because we have 1 red phone, which will be a stroke, 1 red phone that's a trauma, another red phone. So you've now got, you know, your numbers have doubled in an instant.
Adult trauma call, 5 minutes. Adult trauma call, 5 minutes.
Can we have a hand in here, please? Don't worry. Just relax.
Now, Kelly, we need to get this kid analgesied up. I have 8 patients in resus. We need something else, but I've got 8 patients and no room.
If we can't get people out of the emergency department, then we grind to a halt because there's only a certain number of trolleys on which you can assess patients. No worries. Thanks, bye.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Okay. Fucking chatting shit about where some stone microphone. Just shut up, you're annoying me, bro. You shut up, man. Fuck. Hey, look, can you tell me what's happening, yeah? Because I swear I'm starting going mad. Okay. The person's called me through to the X-ray. I go through there, yeah, and they're telling me, raw, no, go outside. I've been here for 4 hours, yeah. I'm in pain. What the fuck's going on?
No, wait. Let me just bring you down a step. You see what this says? You can't be talking to people like that. We're here to help you.
In resus, where the most seriously ill are treated, there are 5 bays, and they're filling up quickly.
Okay, lovely. All right. Sometimes it can be a little bit soul-destroying. Feel like you can't see them anywhere because there's no space and they're not going out the other end. And when the ambulances just keep coming and lining up out the door, it's just that sense of not even impending doom, it's just doom's here. It's queuing up. Frustration out with love. Frustration out with love. I'm taking the trauma bleep from 4 because Soph's got to go and there's a trauma arriving. When the newbies come on at 4, can we make sure at least 2 of them stay up here? Because we've kind of got a bit of a backlog now. Thanks, hun.
No, spit it out.
No, spit it out, spit it out.
Don't swallow it.
I really don't like sputum.
I swear. I'll do it, will you?
Have you finished?
Okay, deep breaths, keep breathing, keep breathing.
Adult trauma call, 15 minutes. Adult trauma call, 15 minutes.
It's getting beyond a joke now. Hey, is Jen? What was I going to say? Is there any beds coming up your end? When your bed comes up, can you just ring resus? Because I got one that's going to be an overnight stay, and I'm just going to fill you with overnight stays, if that's okay. Cheers, Yusuf. Bye.
Sometimes you just think, what am I going to do with all these patients?
There is no beds for people to go to, that's the problem.
At King's A&E, Monday is nearly always the busiest day of the week. It's late afternoon and the department is at capacity.
Mondays are horrendous. I don't like Mondays.
Porter to resus, please. Porter to resus for an urgent transfer to CT. Thank you.
And very stressful.
We don't have CDU beds to keep these people. They'll have to, honestly, we don't. I mean, we've got no medical beds now.
At the end of the day, no one's gone to see their GP over the weekend because GPs are closed. So everything is quite slow and everything seems to just build up and no one goes anywhere till like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening.
Now, just like I did it there, I'm just going to go around the side, all right?
I'm not. Tell me when you're going around the side, and I'll tell you if I can feel it.
Okay, here.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, sugar lumps! You didn't tell me you were.
Be all right now?
We're trying to find some security. Relax.
In resus, all 5 bays are now full.
You just hope that a couple of people need to go to CT, so you can move the other people in there and do a full assessment and then move them out when the CT runs are done. Hopefully you might have one that needs to go to theatre straight away so you can get rid of another patient. It's just about managing them and trying to manage your space.
Can I just say, though, Jeff, can I just say we in A&E are not all right at the moment. Because we're really not all right.
Whether they mean to or not, interactions can become a bit tense. I think everyone's, aware of how critical the situation is.
A&E Kings.
A call comes in from the London Ambulance Service. An 18-year-old has multiple stab wounds.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks so much. Bye.
His condition is critical.
Red phone, 8 minutes, please.
8 minutes?
Yeah.
Attacked outside a local shop, the stab victim has lost a life-threatening amount of blood.
Just lie on your back for me. Oh, you can't because you've got stab wound on your back. I'm still getting a blood pressure of 66 over 29. What? 66 over 29 blood pressure.
Really?
Yeah. Pulse rate of 95. No drug allergies, no past medical history. Sorry, I'm just shouting at everybody because I'm not listening to me. Do you know what happened tonight? Do you know where you got stabbed? No. Do you know? Where does that hurt? He's just examining your bottom, okay, where you've been stabbed in the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on a minute, there's a stab wound. There's one just here, I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, there is. There's a small stab wound just underneath the armpit. And a large one. Yeah, and a nasty one just there. And one on this side as well. There's a nasty one on this side as well.
You've got to be able to change tack quickly because you have to cater almost for the worst case scenario all the time.
Can you do me a favour? Down there, just give me some gauze and a bandage because I've got 2 big open wounds here. I'm just stop the bleeding because it's bleeding and it's losing more blood. So go and get one of the A&E resus doctors to come and do a fast scan in here for me now, if you wouldn't mind.
I think the sample should be...
Can I get an urgent adult chest X-ray in resus, please? That's an urgent adult chest X-ray in Bay 4 in resus. Thank you.
If it's a chest stabbing, you're going to get cardiothoracics down. If it's something with a really nasty, obvious brain type injury, you might ask for neurosurgeons to come down and be there at the time. So you're trying to coordinate people.
Guys, I've got a chest X-ray here. Do you want a chest X-ray more urgent than anything else, yeah? Okay, 1 second. What do you want? Yeah.
I think it's kind of like, little ants running around all over the place because there are people madly trying to get their little thing that they've got to do organised. So the anaesthetist people, you know, anaesthetic people are checking all their airway kit. There's sort of this hive of activity.
Hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Hold on, I'm coming. What do you want? Yeah. I was just telling Udo he's got an arterial bleed in his bottom, it's bled all over, he's just losing blood, like. But he's had 3 units so far, Jen. They've done he's on his 3rd unit at the moment, he's got a 4th unit to go through, but he needs some FFP. Sharon was saying about something about FFP or something?
Yeah, that should be with the code red blood.
I'm going to get you some more dressings, hold on a minute. Don't know his hospital number or name. No, that's not him.
If I look on here.
No. That's him. Morphine. I know this is really horrible, DJ. Just try and lie there and just try and relax. I know it's really hard, mate. I don't think I'd be able to with all these people around.
It is stressful. It is stressful. You know, you're thinking on your toes. You're thinking, you know, all the time, oh my God. You know, and sometimes you think, this is really bad. But, you know, it's great. And then you save someone's life and it's absolutely amazing. There's no better feeling.
An hour after arriving, the stab victim's been stabilised.
Hello, mate. Is it all right if I just...
It's a bit kind of chaotic down here today, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not your average Monday, is it?
Yeah.
It is? Monday's a bad day?
Mondays is a horrendous day. How's your pain at the moment, darling? All right. You let us know if it hurts, OK? And we'll get you something for it, all right? Yeah? Good lad.
Sometimes you can somehow magically, and I couldn't write down how it actually happened afterwards, but somehow it all just works and it happens and all of a sudden the patients disappear because they go to the right places or what have you. And so sometimes it's really rewarding because you sort of sit back and think, I don't know how, but we just made that work and we managed to do good for some people.
That's just the way it is. It can calm down in an instant. It would just be like a mill pond and nothing happened, and it would just be, you walk into resus and there won't be any patients, but you'll just see the carnage all over the floor.
I do see what's going on in resus and the blood and stuff, and I kind of thought that although it's an emergency department, it'll be all the nurses and doctors that deal with everything, and I'll be removed from that. But I'm not.
Red phone 10 minutes, red phone 10 minutes. Thank you.
What we got then? What we got?
Collapse.
Query
86
forward.
collapse, 86-year-old collapse.
88-year-old Omar has been brought in by ambulance after suffering severe stomach pains. The ambulance crew suspect he has an abdominal aortic aneurysm, also known as a AAA.
Narrow pulse pressure. 87, acute abdo pain, sweating, clammy. What do you think?
AAA.
AAA.
But not that tacky or hypotensive.
Not yet. Maybe it's about to burst.
We really went into the hospital kind of expecting that the medical staff will check him out and then say, well, you know, you've got a stomach bug or something like that and he'll get better.
Yep. On slide, ready, brace.
All right, sir. I'm going to sit you up.
Stick out your tongue.
Hello, hi, my name is Prem, one of the A&E doctor. Hi, I got a patient, he's an 87-year-old gentleman. Complained sudden onset of abdominal pain, severe abdominal pain, and felt clammy and dizzy and weakness. His blood pressure on the right arm is 170/96 and left is 144/88, and also abdomen is very tender. My impression is look like AAA. I spoke to the vascular surgeon. He recommended to do the CT abdomen chest. So.
Was very, very bad, the pain. Over the years, we kind of got used to seeing him move from this healthy, strong, big man to something different, not quite the same as he was, not as healthy, always in pain.
Omar's scan confirms an abdominal aortic aneurysm. If he's not operated on immediately, he'll die. But his chances of surviving surgery are only 50%.
That's the situation. We'll run around and arrange things. We'll get into theatre as soon as we can. This is quite a safe environment where he's well monitored, okay? Yeah. So probably he'll stay here and go directly from here to theatre when we're able to clear a space in theatre. I know they're currently doing another operation, okay, in pretty much all the theatres, including the emergency theatre. So that's the situation. We'll come back and speak to you as soon as we have more information.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Sometimes they say, am I going to die? And you go, no. And you think, they can actually. That's horrible. But you can't not say no, can you? You couldn't say yes. Am I going to die? Yes, you are, actually. I do apologise for that. Of course you're going to say no. You're going to say no. We're going to do everything we can, mate. Don't worry about it.
Omar's evening started with stomach pains. Now he's facing life-saving surgery, but with only a 50% chance of survival.
All right, sir, well done. I'm going to give you something for the sickness, all right? Okay? All right, fella. All right, well done.
I think touching somebody is one of the biggest things you can do when they're in a stressful environment.
Well done.
Could be all they need just to relax a little bit, because it is so scary. It's that touch, that warmth is important, I think.
All right. Any more, sir? Still feeling sick?
I have spent a couple of times holding someone's hands while they've taken their last breath.
You can't help but be moved by something like that. From the point of view of the seriousness of what's going on in their life and how you're sort of almost involved in their life. You're pulled into what's going on with them. It's silly, but I mean, it has an impact. You go in and it has an impact and you feel it. What is it? Who is she? The cat. Was it?
Who's
Cat's
she? The
mother or
cat's
something?
mother?
Yeah, that's it. The cat's mother. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
No. Who's her?
Her. If you just think about the stressful things all the time, it really can get to you. You have to sort of take a break and do something that you enjoy. I used to be a DJ, you know.
You really?
I did. Back in the 70s.
Honestly?
Honestly. I'm like a human jukebox.
Well, I could go sooner if you like.
Continue fine, I hope it may, and yet it rained but yesterday. Tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain, let people say, I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain, let people say, I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow it may pour again, I hear the country wants some rain, let people say, I know not why that we shall have a warm July.
Are you on any medication for your fits or epilepsy?
Yes.
And what milligrams and how? When did you last take it? These are what I need to know.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning. And you take it once a day?
No, twice.
Twice a day. And you took it
20-year-old Norman has epilepsy. He's admitted himself to King's after fitting repeatedly today.
Cool. So you take 600 and you sort of, right, cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can you get some PR diazepam from the fridge, please?
Okay. Has he got oxygen on? Yeah, he's got oxygen on. Has he got a line in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very delicate.
Do we know what he's normally on, this boy?
It's one in a different language.
Sorry?
He's also on liquid.
So he's not on phenytoin? Not allergic to anything?
This drip is going to go in a moment, man.
Yeah, no, I think Hi, yeah, I'm just in spaghetti land. Just relax. That's it. Yes, NJ, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, well done.
You're fine.
NJ, no, you're okay. Stay still for me. We're just putting your drip back in. You're fine. You're okay. You're okay.
This is starting.
Just rest the arm for me.
We just need some tape and stuff because it just won't stick. NJ, just relax. You're fine. You're in the hospital. You're in the hospital. You've had a seizure.
Just relax.
Jesus.
Right, if I hold his arm.
I got his arm. I got his arm. You bandage.
Me bandage.
I think you'll find most people who work in emergency departments, they like the variety and they like the thought that there's always some, I guess, adrenaline situation potentially around the corner where you've really got to have your wits about you.
So sats are 100, blood pressure's coming.
I think it's just sitting here.
With the right medication, Norman's symptoms can be managed,
And we'll probably run another venous gout, hey? Why don't we?
but he'll suffer seizures for the rest of his life.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm
I've had 8
tired
patients
too.
most of the day. Night.
I'm tired too.
And I can't have 8 patients in here again. I might lose it.
Omar's condition is deteriorating. Before he goes to theatre, his son has to sign consent forms to show he understands the operation is risky.
He was sort of kind of very powerless, and he had kind of given up and left everything to me. He just said, tell them to do whatever you think they want to do.
Yes.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Mr. Return.
Hi.
Should we just sit down for a second?
Sure.
Basically, his
his main pipe in his body, the aorta, has blown. Yeah, it has rupture and it's bleeding. Okay. Now, without an operation, it's non-survivable. Yeah, it's certain death. So we had a look at his images, and we can do an operation for him, which is a minimal invasive operation, because an open operation he would
It's
not
not going
survive
to
either.
survive, yeah.
Okay. Now this is a life-saving procedure. Okay. The mortality rate with that procedure is about 50%. Okay. But if we don't do it, it's 100%. Okay. All right. Bottom line is, though, if we want to save his life, we need to do something. We need to do it now. Okay. And since his English is not very good and he's not in the best state, that's why I'm explaining it to you.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Are you happy for us to go ahead with the operation?
I think so. There's really nothing else that we can do.
There's nothing else we can do now. We think he's got a chance to pull through, otherwise we would say, listen, that's not.
Being there completely on my own, I felt this huge sense of responsibility and loneliness at the same time. I mean, emotionally it was hard for me because, you know, if he didn't come through, it would have been me who signed the paper and let him go through all that.
So and you consented on his part. Yeah. All right. Okay. Good.
Okay, well, I think I better call my mum. Hello. Well, it's not too good. It's got an aneurysm. It's a blood vessel, one of those blood vessels that goes down from your heart. It's burst and it's bleeding a bit. So they have to take him in and operate and do a graft and sort of sort it out. Well, it's a risky operation, you know. If they don't do anything, you know, is going to die. If they're going to try and sort it out, but you know, it's a risky operation, so you know, 50-50. No.
I actually think it's sometimes harder for the relatives or the friends that are actually watching, because the patients sometimes are quite out of it. They're probably on painkillers and stuff, so their perception of actually what's going on around them, even though it might be scary, is probably not what you and I, who are completely stone cold sober, actually see of that situation, you know? And I think sometimes to spend a bit of time with the friend, the family or the partner or whatever is quite important, as well as spending time with the patient.
A 33-year-old man arrives in resus.
We've spun him in one while that one's in X-ray. Udo, keep him there for a minute. We've got one free for a second.
Hani has tried to kill himself. He's taken a lethal cocktail of drugs at his mum's house.
Mirtazapine, Penrindril, Quetiapine, citalopram, omeprazole, diazepam, temazepam,
And heroin.
and heroin.
We're not sure of the time.
It's very hard, very, very hard to see your child there, you know, and you don't know he's alive, dead.
Honey, we're just going to put a needle in your hand, OK? You need to keep nice and still for me.
All right. Do you want to turn him? Oh, stick this off his bottom. That's it, mate.
Oh, relax.
Oh. He's clenching his butt cheeks. I can't get anything in there.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go. All right.
Do you want to try it your side? Come on, mate. Lie down, would ya? Trying to help you, sunshine.
I went next door and he was unconscious. He was just lying across the bed, no cover over him, and he was freezing. He was so cold. He was icy cold. It was scary because I thought he was dead. It was literally like he was dead. I couldn't get him, wake him up or anything.
Hello. Hello. Wake up.
Come on, talk to your mum a minute. She's worried about you. She needs to get home and get some rest, yeah?
I remember speaking with the nurse there. She seemed to understand, you know, she seemed to understand what I was feeling. She was just nice to me.
That's not on, is it?
She did understand, but she also was used to it, as she told me. She sees it every day.
All right, darling. All right.
It's not a new thing for them. They have overdoses in every day.
Hani tried to kill himself tonight.
That night, I was 100% sincere in what I was doing. In every aspect that I can think of, I was at my lowest point, so I decided to put an end to my life. I took 1 whole week of medication at one time, and then I injected 1 gram of heroin and 1/2 gram of crack. And that took me to... and then I remember just waking up 4 days later in hospital, in intensive care. That's what had happened.
How are you doing, honey? Honey? Yeah? Open your eyes a bit more.
I think the first time I actually tried heroin and crack together, I was 18 and a half. The buzz was almost instantaneous. Within 30 seconds, you're on cloud 9, and I love that feeling.
Open your eyes again.
First time I realized it was a problem was when I had an overdose at the age of 24, 25, and I went to hospital from a cardiac arrest.
Can you wake up a bit more, please?
Very quickly, I found my life becoming unmanageable. I left my wife, I left my children, I have no family. Basically, it's destroyed me in every single way. I have nothing, basically.
All right.
I just wanted it to end, you know. I was fed up. I was always thinking about my children. I don't know how my children look. That, you know, hurts me now. You know, I just wanted to go to sleep and that'd be it. No more pain, no more anguish, no more drugs, no more people pointing the finger at you, no one judging you.
Can I have some tissues from behind there? Sorry.
Surgeons are ready to operate on Omar. He has a 50% chance of surviving the procedure.
It was like a finality. It was like as if that the last time I would see him alive. I think that's what I thought when I went in. And I don't think I've ever said to my father, I love you. And I don't think he's ever said it to me.
şeyde geçecek birazdan. Terlediğinden. Hadi tamam baba, Allah yardımcın olsun.
I did feel that, you know, if he goes in now and it doesn't come through, I would never have said to him that I've loved him. I should have done. I was very hopeless. The only thing that really went through my head was negative thoughts, just that he's going to go through this, but he's not going to come through.
Just 1 minute.
If anyone in the department has paged the urology registrar, they are on the phone in resus. Please call extension 2398 or come to the phone. Thank you. It's the second time he's wrong.
Fierce tonight, eh?
I'm in a shitty mood.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I'm tired, but I don't like being in a bad mood.
Well, you're working with me now.
So that's a reason to be in a bad mood. Sometimes it does feel a little bit like you're in a war zone. And I think, I'm just not sure how that didn't all go really pear-shaped, but somehow we manage. It's a team, and I can't do my job without the nurses or the porters and the techs. And that's one thing that I really love about emergency medicine. I like the fact that it's a community feel.
You always wait.
My job puts everything in perspective. Very rarely can I not come home from a day at work and go, you know what? I've got nothing to worry about. It puts it all in perspective.
Honey, do you know where you are? Can you speak to me? Can you speak to me?
I'm just so glad that I never succeeded. You know, the hospital, the nurses, the doctors, I am grateful. They did save my life. Thank you is I don't know. What do you say to somebody who saved your life? You know, thank you seems very little.
Since he's getting better, have you told him that you love him?
No.
Don't you think you should?
I think he knows. I'm just like him, I guess. He wouldn't say it to me, and I couldn't say it to him. I don't know. It's just us, the way we are.
Oh, that's that thing, isn't it?
And what's made you come in this morning then?
Nothing special.
Oh, God, can you just stop hurting, please? Just for a second, just be like, you know, be cool. Silly leg.
I just wanted to ask you, Duncan, what was your surname?
Fall from a tree, 25 foot. He's probably absolutely trolleyed, I'd imagine, if he's up a tree.
Thank you.